Good morning, everybody. Welcome to week number 7. Week number 7 starts on Monday, and today is Saturday, so you have plenty of time, 2 more days to get caught up or participate or get current on your work in week number 6. So thank you, everybody, for sticking with this course. Week number 7, really this starts the, we are concluding the first half of our class, and being that we're in 14-week class, we are at week number 7, so this is the midpoint. So congratulations on taking it this far, and your full participation is really welcome, and I want to thank you for that. So before we get to week number 7, I'd like to just mention the qualitative critiques. I will have those graded by no later than Monday. I'm going to try to get them done tomorrow, and I appreciate your patience. I've been waiting on a few people in the class there so I can grade them all at the same time, but I will have those no later than the end of the day, Monday, and hopefully tomorrow. So I did take a look at a few of them, and they look fabulous, and I just want to thank you for the effort with your first major assignment in this course. So let's get to week number 7. Week number 7 is... I title it Research Measures, which has to do with the statistics. What do the statistics tell us? And I do want to acknowledge that this is probably the portion of the course that people dread when they're signing up for this course, thinking, oh my gosh, I have to take a research methods class. You're probably thinking of this week and what we're going to be doing this week. Rest assured, you do not have to learn everything that we're going to be covering. What I'm most interested in this class is your ability to understand a few basic tests and also be able to look at the results, quantitative results, and be able to say, oh, there's statistically significant results between just, say, Group A and Group B. And we'll get into more of this, but that's the upshot of what we're going to be doing this week. I'll give you a quick overview of just what it is that we're going to be covering and to do. So our learning goals and specific things, understand and apply information about these measures, understand and apply the measures really, and as it relates to the reliability and validity. And this is really how you can say, are the results significant, and also is the research, is it reliable and valid? I'd like you to read chapter 7, specifically looking at the entire chapter, but then take a look at chapter 6 and these pages specifically. Review the videos. And I did say we have an optional participation in the weekly discussion post. I don't like to have discussion posts on the same week that an assignment is due. So for those that want to, please participate in the week 7 discussion. If you have a question, you can put it in there. But this is optional. It will not, if you participate or not, this will not have no bearing on your grade whatsoever. It's truly an optional discussion post. We do have an assignment due this week. It's a pretty minor assignment, and I'll explain that in a little bit detail in a minute or two. So that's due next Sunday, and this is not anything major. It's not like doing a critique. This is not many points are even associated with this. It's building on the information that we were covering last week in week number 6, which was data display, or displays of data, visual displays. We have videos on reliability and validity, mode, mean, range, stand, distribution, normal distribution, p-value. I want to specifically mention to everybody, this is something I will be highlighting and kind of hammering throughout the analysis of quantitative research. Take a look at this one. You might want to even watch that twice. But what does the p-value tell us? To me, the p-value tells us the significance of the findings. And in the world of research, when you talk about the significance of the findings, it's usually stated as the excuse me, the statistically significant results. Okay, so those are the things to do. The visual display assignment. What I'd like everybody to do is pick one of the data sources from last week and then tell a story. And I'm not asking for anything other than about a paragraph. Keep this simple. I'd like you can even, you don't have to put a cover page. You don't have to put a references page. You can just put the information that you normally put, your name, the date, the assignment, on one piece of paper, and give me a paragraph and answer these questions. And I'll show you what I mean by that. There's an optional discussion forum. And once again, this is strictly optional. So let's get back to the assignment. What I'm looking for is, what is the data telling us? And specifically, what variables are being measured and displayed, who is being measured, what information do you have about the sample size represented in the data table, and the type of data display, pie chart, etc. So you can take a look at the materials that I posted last week, or you can find your own materials wherever it might be. I was reading something on Apple News yesterday, and there was a great chart about Generation Z and where they are moving in the country. So let me just give you a quick idea. So I was kind of taking a look at information. This isn't actually the information I was reading about in Apple News. It was something that I saw last night as a result of my study or reading that article. So right here we have top cities for Generation Z renters by state. So you might look at this and say, well, there's not a lot of information in here. But first of all, what I see is source. Rental screening data from RentGrow Inc. Now, I don't know anything about this information, but you might be able to dig a little bit and find out where this is from and who is RentGrow Inc. But let me just show you what I mean by writing a story talking about the variables. So as you can see, top cities for Gen Z renters by state. I'm going to just pick California. You hover over this and it gives you all kinds of information. I'm assuming that places that don't have information, Montana, Wyoming, Maine, Vermont, it means it's probably neutral. So let's just explore this blue here. Arkansas, excuse me. Arkansas has top cities for Gen Z renters by states. 43%. Texas, 26%. New Mexico. California, 24%. The same thing. You find out about the data behind here. And so what you're really looking for is, what is it measuring? And you might have to do some information on this. There's some analysis. So states where you can find the largest number of Zoomer cities: South Dakota, Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Nebraska. So that's just an example. So what I want you to do is just write a paragraph on it with the prompts that I provide here in the assignment. Where do you come back here? Research measures. Week 7, come down to the bottom. This is where the assignment, you submit the assignment. So that is it for the week. 9 minutes. I kept it under 10. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help. And just to give you a preview, we have a spring break coming up in a couple of weeks. So we have this week, next week, and then we go into spring break for a week, which hopefully will be a nice recharge period for everybody. Okay, that's enough out of me. If any questions, let me know. Be on the lookout for your grade on the qualitative critique. That will be done. Everybody's will be done by the end of the day Monday. If you haven't submitted it, please contact me or submit it as soon as possible. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you online.